welcome to the first edition of 120 West Lee, Manual student-produced news.
And I'm John Newton. This school year changes to Manual. Among these changes were student IDs. Here's another story.
You need one to buy lunch. You need one to get into the dances. You need one to check out a library book. What is this all-access pass? Student IDs. This year, every Manual student was required to have a photo ID in order to participate in student life.
My opinion about student IDs is that they are too much of a hassle for the whole school to obtain in the first week, and if they are not taken before the beginning of school, it interrupts from class time and you can't get started with everybody in the class until they're all made, and the first week does not go as smoothly as it could be.
I think student IDs, I think they were a good idea, and it's a good process to have. I mean, when you have 1,800 kids in a school, you really need to be sure you know who they are and who everyone is. But I think the technology wasn't good enough because it takes them so long to do the process and to make the card and to pass them out. So it gets into a big hassle, and it's really long to wait for like a 2-hour line for a little piece of plastic. So I don't think, in retrospect, it's a good idea.
I think student IDs are okay. I don't really understand the purpose for them, but I guess if we have to get them, then I have to get it.
Student IDs. What's the point of them? They hold up the lunch line for 10 minutes, and you know we only got 12 minutes to eat for real.
For 120 West Lee, I'm Emily Reeser.
Thanks, Emily. Every year, Manual has to manage the amount of crime among students. This year, however, theft seemed to be the bigger problem. Erica Klimchek has more on this story.
Do you often leave your belongings unattended? You might want to think twice about this now due to several recent thefts around the school. From backpacks to watches, no matter what the size, students' property is disappearing. So just how safe is your stuff?
Well, unfortunately, there have been some isolated incidents of backpacks and necklaces and shoes and that kind of thing being taken from the locker room area. Just want to encourage all of our athletes, all of our students, keep an eye on your equipment, keep an eye on your backpacks and your shoes and your jerseys and different things. There's always someone out there willing to take something.
School's safe. I don't really see a whole lot of people stealing stuff, so I feel safe here.
My CD's stolen from the gym locker room, and that really made me mad because they're my CDs and they're not the person who stole them, and that's a lot of money. So yeah, and I feel safe, pretty safe.
Yeah, last year my watch was stolen in PE, and I feel relatively safe in Manual, but it was kind of annoying my watch was stolen because it was $85. But I don't know, our class didn't really take the safety precautions that we needed to do, so as we gotta say. But I still feel pretty safe in Manual.
For 120 West Lee, I'm Erica Klimbeck.
While we may have lost the old rivalry, Manual's Red White Week was still a huge success, but with a few changes, the largest of which being Mismatch Day. Whitney Lesh reports on this story.
As far as traditions at Manual go, Red White Week tops the list. Students go all out as they dress up for one of the 5 themed days. Traditionally, Monday has always been Decades Day, but due to declining participation, it was replaced with a new theme, Mismatch Day.
I really dressed up for Decade Day, so I really didn't have much to do with that, but with the new Mismatch Day, I think I might dress up for it, so I think it was probably a positive change because I'll get more active in Red White Week.
The whole thing with the Decades Day not being here anymore and then the mix match, that's really stupid. I hate it. It's like everybody was expecting to do the 80s or something.
I chose Mismatch Day because everyone that I've asked doesn't like the idea. No one really knows what it is. It's too not original. It's not. Male already has the idea. It's like we stole it from them. And I know a lot of people are going to demonstrate against it by wearing Decades Day stuff instead. Like me. I'm going to.
I'm on executive council as well, and I'm part of the minority that protested against the change to Mismatch Day because I believe in supporting decades of the past.
Because Decades Day was the least participated in day, and so statistically, we figured that we would have more participation and more school spirit.
For 120 West Lee, I'm Whitney Lesh.
Another Spirit Week tradition is the Powder Puff game between the junior and senior girls. Our own Jonathan Newton has more on this story.
Next to the old rivalry, the Senior-Junior Powder Puff game is one of the most hyped events at Manual. And this year, both seniors and juniors came out to support their teams and make predictions on the outcome of this game.
It is very easy to say that the seniors will be victorious in this game just because the junior squad is very weak and our defensive team is very strong.
I think the juniors have a good chance because we've been practicing hard for about a month now, and I'm really excited, and it's going to be good. I think that seniors are going to win. Juniors underestimate us. They watched a couple of our practices when we didn't have a lot of people there, but I still think we're going to kill the juniors.
It was a hard-fought game, but in the end, the seniors pulled out the victory.
Our victory really led to perseverance. The girls had heart. As you can see, the celebration has started. It was only a 13-6 victory, which I expected a higher victory, but our defense was really hanging in there, and that was the heart of our team. They did their job.
It was a great game. I think juniors played heck of a game. It's our first game. Seniors had a game last year. All we did was lose by one play. Month and a half, all you juniors out there, you did awesome, and it was a fun time coaching you.
Reporting for 120 West Lee, I'm John Newton.
Manual's Visual Arts Department has a new addition this year, a photo gallery dedicated to a deceased graduate. Here's Emily Reeser with that story.
For the first time in the school's history, Manual opened the doors of their own photo gallery. After acquiring many valuable photographs, the school needed a place to display them to the public. The gallery was dedicated to the deceased alumnus Kate Torp.
We had just been donated to us a large collection of photographs, and we really didn't have anywhere to put them. So those seeds began to germinate, and we looked for a space in the school. The only really available space was down here. This used to be an old wood shop back in the days when this was an industrial arts wing. And the gallery then became a whole new photo lab, darkroom, classroom. As we kind of reconstructed this area down here, the project just grew and grew until what it is today, which is a really neat way to honor one of the coolest students I've ever had here at a really cool school.
As a photography student, we've helped build this gallery. We didn't actually help the construction of it, but we've helped put up all the pictures, reframe all the pictures, hang titles, actually make the titles for all the pictures. The Torp family was gracious enough to donate this gallery to us, and also this new darkroom and very large pictures that are on each one of our windows in the classroom now.
For 120 West Lee, I'm Emily Reeser.
Every year, Manual students gather in the auditorium to donate their blood to the Red Cross. Corey Nelson has more on this report.
Manual's annual blood drive once again took place in the auditorium. Students were asked to give by the Red Cross, and the Red Cross received. Many students aged 17 and up and weighing at least 110 pounds gave blood to help those in need. Those that donated blood got the chance to get out of their classes and at the same time help others.
All right, today is the Manual blood drive. It's November 11th. We've had several people come in, not so many accidents or anything. Everybody seems to be doing just fine. We've got a lot of people swinging blood, really burn out, doing really well for our numbers and good units of blood right now. Not so many problems with getting back to class or any of that. The Red Cross is being really keeping me snacked.
Yeah, I think giving blood is a wonderful and excellent deed because I think it's very important and crucial that we help save people's lives. And I was glad because at first I didn't think I was going to be able to pass the test, but once my blood fell down in a little water and I passed it, then I knew I was going to be able to pass the test and everything. And so now, I'm saying somebody donating blood, I can save at least 3 or 4 kids with AIDS. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Tamisha Moore. You might know me as Mimi. I'm from and I gave blood because I thought, it should be okay. You should want to help people, So when you turn 17 years old, you should give blood.
For 120 West Lee, this is Corey Nelson.
For the first time, National Honor Society, officers, club sponsors, and the JV Quick Recall team attended the NHS National Convention, where they competed in the Scholars Bowl. Jorian C. talked with one of the club sponsors about this event.
The National School of Excellence now has another trophy to add to their case. In mid-November, 5 members from Manual's National Honor Society went to the NHS convention in Orlando, Florida to compete in a Scholars Bowl against 22 other teams from across the nation. Manual's team, consisting of all juniors, came out on top.
Over the weekend, the National Honor Society competed in the Scholars Bowl competition at the NHS convention, and the convention was held in Orlando, Florida. And we had 5 students. They were all juniors who competed in an event that's similar to Quick Recall. They were on teams, and 4 students would play at a time, and then 1 student would rotate in, that one that was currently playing rotating outs, and they had 22 teams competing during this competition, and we received first place. The students on the team were Adam Gardner, Abhinav Kapoor, Kendra Chapman, Kara Healy, and Albert Yu, and we were the only team comprised of all juniors, so we hope to have a repeat next year.
I'm Kendra Chapman, and I'm part of Manual's Quick Recall team. And last weekend, the juniors on the team went to Orlando, Florida to participate in the NHS Scholars Bowl competition. And we ended up winning the whole thing. So it was really exciting. And that means that we're the best National Honor Society Quick Recall team in the nation. So it's a really big deal, and we're all really happy and proud of ourselves. And it's a great honor for Manual.
For 120 West Lee, I'm Jorian C.
That concludes the first episode of 120 West Lee. I'm Leslie McClure.
And I'm John Newton. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.